kayang-kaya talaga pumalag. Let's go into the drafting phase here. This time, it's Nightmare Esports na nasa blue side naman this time, Vince G. They'll be taking away the Valentina immediately. And as for BURMESE schools, yung kailangan nila tanggalin dito, possible, mga Kaja Joy this time for South Night. Or actually, actually sila dapat yung magtanggal ng mga heroes na ganito. Paramis, hindi pa rin talaga ipapalusot kay Suso.
Well, actually, Faramis, the Valentina, all of the top contested heroes dati. Pero right now, actually, we are witnessing kahit isa lang sa kanila ay nakakalusot sa draft. Most likely, Valentina. Faramis talagang nasa bilangguan pa yan madalas. So, for the banning rate talaga, feeling ko mas mataas pa rin talaga si Faramis. And Glue, actually, with the introduction of the Glue in the top clans talaga, it has become the most hated hero. Dahil once na nakalusot to sa draft, that means the XP lane is gonna be very, very annoying. Talagang buburahin ka talaga eh. Kapag kumapit sa'yo yan at tatanggalin yung puto mo sa ulo, that means wala, hindi ka na makakagalaw. So, Joy as well, hindi pa tayo nakakita ng a lot of Joy action. Pero, is this a possibility that the Fanny can be opened? If ever na ma-open up ang Fanny, that means si Lexi, he can have the liberty to at least make the Fanny. But it's up to the Burmese schools if ever napapalusot yun yung Fanny. Fanny and 1-1 is still in play.
Yeah, yung Valentina kanina ni Lina, itatanggal pa rin even though may cryo pick dito yung Nightmare Esports. Ngayon, 1-1, Kaja, yun yung natitira ngayon for Burmese schools to consider, or maybe they might actually just leave both of these heroes open, magtanggal pa sila ng iba pang heroes sa tingin na threat. They can actually let both go para at least naman may isa silang makukuha, pero ayun lang nga, no, medyo mahirap talaga kung ganun, kasi kung nag-ban sila ng Kaja dito, makukuha yung 1-1, pero ano naman yung isasagot dito? Yun na nga, talagang ila-let go nila yung dalawa, let loose both, and now Burmese schools, they take away the savior for the last pan. Nightmare Esports, pwede sila magsimula dito with the Kaja or the 1-1. Pero sa tingin ko, maganda pa rin kasi simulan ng 1-1. Pero yun kasi, yung Burmese schools, pwede na sagutin ng control, which is getting the Kaja. Magkuha pa sila ng Claude dito. Pero let's see what Nightmare Esports will pick up first.
There you go. Siyempre, it's no doubt. Hindi 1-1. Alam naman palusutin mo. Pero that means Burmese Ghosts can definitely pick up the Fanny. So, popular heroes though, Fanny. Kaja. They're gonna go in for the Kaja. It's a good first pick.
Fredrin.
Waiting.
Fredrin's open for Shadow. Pwede niyang kunin dito or mag-labo-labo. Pero yun kasi, may 1-1 dito. A bit hard to play the Fredrin na gusto mag-soak up ng damage. So, ano kaya kukunin dito? Magkuha na kaya sila ng Marson? Maybe like a Claude agad-agad? As early as now, nag-reveal na rin kasi dito yung Nightmare Esports ng kanilang baraha. Pwede rin nila kunin dito yung, hindi ko lang sure kung sino magagamit ng gadget dito for Burmese schools. Oh, there you go. Tama nga ako, Fredrin. Is gonna be locked in by Burmese schools. A very solid side laner for their side. And now, Nightmare Esports, pwede silang magsagot with the, classic Jasmine pick here. Atlas, at para naman dito kay pwede rin maglapu-lapu dito si sino ba maglalaro, si Jack or maybe even Esmeralda. I'm not so sure kung magiging magandang Esmeralda dito kasi may mga taunts nga from the Brethren. So pwede yung sagot dito, Vince G, could be the Benedetta na nakita natin kanina na ginamit, pero ipaprayo lang muna dito ng Nightmare Esports. Isa rin sa mga classic picks, isa rin sa mga picks na nagpanalo sa kanilang game up against a powerhouse in the group stage, CFU na ngayon, eliminated na, at Nightmare Esports na lang yung natitira dito. Isasagot ba to ng Burmese schools with maybe even an Eve here in the mid lane? Magpatas ba sila sa AoE? Or iba muna yung ipaprayo nila dito? Claude perhaps? Magiging magandang gold laner to na pwedeng i-ban out ng Nightmare Esports in the second phase.
Well, I'm surprised that both of these teams, they're not prioritizing the Fanny. Okay, so there you go, Nico. He's gonna be using the Akai. So that leaves Nightmare Esports if they wanted to go for the Lexi Fanny. Well, let's see. So this is gonna be a tricky one. Kasi meron na tayong roamer for the side of Nightmare. Meron na tayong mid. So what they're lacking is XP lane plus the core. So that means Lexi and Jack Hero wala pa naman. So for the Burmese schools naman, we've got the Kaja. Pwede pa tayong kumuha ng marksman, gold lane. At feeling ko, ito ang magiging targeted bans ng Nightmare Esports. It all depends on the marksman, if ever, na kung sino yung pwede niya ilang itapat sa 1-1. Yung retail is still in play, if ever, na pwede gamitin ng Burmese Go, just to soften up the 1-1. Claude, being removed. So, targeted ban to.
Yeah, so everything I mentioned earlier, binan out na nga dito sa second phase. Nabanggit ko yung Claude na pwede nga i-pick up. Actually, they went for the sustain instead for their jungler dito sa Burmese Ghouls. At tinanggal na rin dito yung Benedetta na mahirap talaga, no? Kasi gusto ng Fredrin makatapat yung mga lapu-lapu, yung mga Esmeralda dito. As compared to the Benedetta na talagang ang bilis mag-clear, ang hirap pahulihin. And Burmese Ghouls, again, will be taking away a possible pick here for Lexi, yung Martis. Nightmare Esports has the final ban here. First picking Burmese Ghouls in the second phase. Wala pang hero ngayon si Lina. Not so sure if it's a mid lane Kaja or is it a roamer Kaja, but they could take away the Julian na parating ginagamit ni Lina. Nag-hover rin siya over the Lunox earlier na possible pick for the mid lane. But they can center their bans towards the gold lane para naman manalo dito ng tuluyan si Jack si Kami rather sa kanyang lane. So Claude, mga Iritel yung tinatapat dito. May mobility rin yung Iritel dito up against the Beatrix and Lunox. Okay, so Lunox yung itatanggal dito ng Nightmare Esports. So mukhang ganun din yung iniisip nila. Yung Lunox na pwedeng mangbuli dito sa Pars in the mid lane and even pressure the 1-1 and dive in with the Order of Brilliance. So now, yung choices dito for Lina, we haven't seen so much from him just yet. Mostly on the Goshen. Naglabas rin siya ng Julian, Lunox, and the Valentina. Pero other than that, wala pa akong ibang nakitang hero na pwede niyang ilabas.
Parang napaka-hero eh. So, there's gonna be Julian, okay. Julian Kaja, patamaan ka ng chains, tapos Divine Judgment, pick off. They're gonna be pick off centric on this one. But Nightmare Esports, they still have the Fanny on the draft. So, di ko pa sila nakikita gumagamit ng Leomord. Pero if they're gonna be more confident, they're gonna be eyeing towards the Fanny.
Lexi with the Barats, if ever.
Gusto ko ulit makakita yung Barats, as in.
Nagamit na to ni Lexi actually. Maganda to sa mga melee heroes. Pero yung magiging problema dito is the taunts na magagaling sa Fredrin. Meron naman siyang passive, which is the big guy. So, there is still the Leomord open. I'm not sure about the Pakito though. Pwede yung sustain with the Barats, so they can go with that. Pero yung magiging mahirap lang talaga for the Barats is if ever it does get taken by the chains tsaka yung Divine Judgment dito ng Kaja. So ngayon, nabanggit natin yung Iritel kanina at ito yung I would say the next best choice to go up against the 1-1. May mobility, may range, and I think for Burmese Ghouls, this is the best that they can get right now as compared to the Beatrix na limited lang yung range and mas may mobility pa ang isang Iritel. So for Burmese Ghouls, the control, the sustain, and as for Nightmare Esports, ito na naman yung pagkakakuha ng isang 1-1 sa kanilang composition at nagtalo rin sa mga teams natin sa group stages.
This is gonna be an interesting thing. So this is the game that they definitely ignored a Fanny. So that means it's gonna be the Barats, it's gonna be sa kabila. So it's gonna be Ghost,
Barats and Akai.
Akai and Barats maglalaban. So both of them, it's gonna be those durability heroes, especially nga yung Barats. Ang makakandaan kasi sa Barats, he got the big guy where it's talagang nag-scale yung punat niya. Plus, nandito na yung pick-off, yung Detonas Welcome, panapat sa Divine Judgment. No? So, palupitan na ng pick-off. Team Nightmare and Burmese Ghouls. Game number 2. Will Burmese Ghouls go on a match point or will Nightmare Esports tie this series? Let's see.
Let's see, indeed, because Burmese Ghouls, if isa pa yung nakuha nila, yung susunod na match is going to be the match point for them. Let's take a look at the laning phase dito. And Nightmare Esports, maganda yung kanilang wave clear, maganda rin yung kanilang AOE, and yung kanilang setup here with the Atlas. But Blink, also, nakakatakot rin yung control na meron siya dito, as well as the Akai of Nico. Nakita natin kanina, nakukulang lang talaga ako dito sa AOE magic damage kasi it's more of the dive dito from the Julian. So let's see how this will pan out. Kailangan rin nilang intindihin na may 1-1 rin dito sa gold lane. So for Burmese schools, that's something that they have to consider. That's something na kailangan din nilang intindihin. And dito sa ating XP lane, medyo lonely lang talaga tong lane na to. 1v1 situation parate. And mukhang angat yata si Jack dito sa kanyang lane up against Shadow.
Well, it's a Jack, it's a Uranus. So his job is to absorb and soak a lot of damage coming in from the minions to at least increase his radiant stacks. So, ang ginagawa naman dito ni Shadow, he's just trying to cut the wave na dapat ginagawa ni Uranus. But Uranus is too early for him to cut kasi he's an item-dependent hero. And he's a level-dependent hero. He needs those XP to scale up para mas dumami yung skills na kailangan niya. But Lexi, here, receiving tons of damage. Ngayon, yung Burmese goals natin dito may bonding. But Blink here, not gonna blink out. Nandito na yung mga members ng Nightmare Esports. They want that kill. Lexi here, going in front. Nasasayang yung oras niya, but they are giving so much space para dito sa farm as a marksman nila. But no, it's go time for them. Look at this. The engagements are their chains connected. Shadow is gonna go back. Soul and Blink is gonna be on par at mid.
Dito na yung Turtle, Vince G. Pumapwesto na dito, parehas Nightmare and Burmese Ghouls. May mga pokes na naganap dito from both sides. And para kay Nico, no, magandang, itong dalawang heroes na to, mga fighter, mga tanks na talagang pwedeng pumasok to get in the objective. Here comes the Pedro Dare Strike. Makukuha ni Lexi with the retribution. And here you have the Detona's welcome from Lexi. Sino kaya first blood dito? It's actually Shadow. But there's gonna be an answer here from Nightmare Esports. Si Nico na lang yung natitira dito. At mukhang makaka-double kill pa dito si Soul. It's Nightmare Esports that gets in the turtle, that also gets in free pick-off instantly dito sa ating 2-minute mark.
Wow, iba't ibang klaseng bakbakan talagang nakikita natin dito. But it's just that Nightmare Esports, they definitely know their priorities, and that is why in the early game, they definitely want to dominate. Nahihirapan na rin si Akai. Nico here, taking the first fall. Tapos, ang Barats natin dito is just walking very, very confidently. He got the 3 assists, and Soul gets 2 kills in that as early as 3 minutes. That means Nightmare is off a good start. Hindi ito yung katulad ng scenario kanina wherein yung heal na talaga sobrang mambulabog. This time around, they just want to apply so much pressure on the side of Burmese goals in order for them not to perform at their very best. So if they want to extend towards a longer game, then possibly Nightmare Esports can track that long. Let's see.
Andito na yung Burmese Ghouls sa gold lane, ha. Dito na rin si Lexi. Masuspatan si Nico. May Detona's welcome siya. Sidestep here by Nico. But Blink goes in for the flicker. But there comes a fatal lace from Jasmine. Isa-isa nawawala dito. Nico goes in for the heavy spin. Sobrang kunat dito ni Lexi. Pero fortunately enough, at that point, a lot of spells were burned. Walang nahuli doon. And as for Burmese Ghouls, they retreat back to safety, but not... Hold that thought. It's gonna be the Pedro Dare Strike there. But Soul from the backlines. Papasukan pa nga dito ni Jasmine. It's a killing spree for the mid laner of Nightmare. And now, Lina, mapapaatras na lang din. Walang AOE kasi talaga dito yung Burmese Ghouls. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina doon in the drafting phase. Siguro sana, Eve, pwede pa, di ba? At with the Farsa here, talagang kayang-kayang pumalag. Pero there you have the shutdown comes through here for the Burmese Ghouls, catching Soul off guard. Andito na rin yung Turtle, wala na pang zone, sinisimulan na agad ng mga Burmese Ghouls. They're already here, 1 man down for the side of Nightmare Esports. Pwede na nilang kunin ito, numbers advantage on their side.
Numbers advantage. Nightmare Esports right now, definitely in the best form yet. Burmese Ghouls wants to engage, they want to make sure, but Lexley, he managed to use the retribution on time. Shadow is gonna flicker out to avoid a lot of damage coming in from the side of Nightmare Esports. Nightmare Esports are gonna definitely going to rotate towards the bottom lane. They don't know that Julian and Jack is there. Blink is there, and Blink is gonna secure a kill onto Jasmine. Kami right now gets stitched, but this is the best form yet of Nightmare Esports. So, ang ganda ng form talaga, especially with the Barats and Uranus Make. They're just relying towards the durability na meron ng lineup nila. And don't forget, the Atlas is there.
Yeah, I was just worried that they didn't have enough AoE dito. Ito yung sasabi ko na kinulang ng Burmese Ghouls. Meron nga silang control, meron nga silang burst, pero kinulang naman sila sa range dito. Yung Julian, alam natin na ano to kailangan niyang lumapit para makumonekta yung chains. And as for Nightmare Esports, they have all the range that they can want. Kitang-kita mo naman sa feathered airstrike ni Sosol na halos isang beses lang nahuli dito ng Burmese Ghouls during the time na nag-bush play sila at hindi alam ni Sosol na nandun yung mga members ng Burmese Ghouls. Isa-isa na lang yung kukunin dito ng Burmese Ghouls. They're gonna try to get one by one. Jack, all alone there, pero hindi yan yung target na gusto mo. May sustain siya. Appraiser shot's gonna miss here. Jasmine, better there strike from Soso from the backside. Here comes the Divine Judgment from Blink, pero may Fatal Links doon sa likod. Jasmine, makakatangke ng tower doon and Burmese Ghouls, magandang sagot doon sa Fatal Links. Ayun lang na, no? Tinulang din sa feathered airstrike, saktong-sakto pa yung pagkabato ng Fatal Links sa tatlo. Yun lang nga, no? For Burmese Ghouls, ang bilis ng pag-respond, ang bilis din ng mga flicker out nila.
Napakabilis ng disengagement of Nightmare Esports. They want to extend. Here comes Lexi with the Detonus. Welcome to the jungle. As this guy right here, Lina takes the fall. Jack right now chasing down Nico. Nico, tumakas lang. So, ang ganda, minamama talaga, dinadaan talaga sa kunat ng Nightmare Esports. Brasuhan, brasuhan. Kung yung hilda nyo kanina, perwisyo sa link namin, we're gonna make sure na yung peperwisyuhin nyo, mas makunat na ngayong game number 2. Lexi takes care of the turtle. Here comes the overextension. Burger, Jasmine! Somehow with a good set, pero he's not gonna survive for that long. And that means he's gonna take the double. Stitch is now becoming online very, very slowly.
Ayan na nga si Stitch, no, na naka-free hit kanina. At ang ganda rin ng ginawa doon ni Blink. Na actually, literally, nag-blink nga siya na, wala siyang flicker noon. Pero yung ginawa niya, Divine Judgment niya si Jasmine. Yun naman talaga yung kailangan gawin dito ng Burmese Ghouls is to actually catch Jasmine, to burst down Jasmine bago pa siya maka-Fatal Links. At ayun yung ginagawa ng Burmese Ghouls. Maganda naman yung mga setups dito ni Jasmine, pero this time, inuunahan ng Divine Judgment ni Blake. And now, you're sort of seeing Stitch actually getting in that power spike with the Irritel. As long as makaka-free hit siya dito, safe siya. And alam yun ni Jasmine, pupwesto na sila dito. Gonna try to go in for the chase. Here comes the concealed play from Jasmine. Nag-flicker na siya dito.
There you go!
Una na dalawa at sakto sa feather airstrike dito ni Soso sa likod. Makakatakas dito si Stitch. Saktong-sakto na rin yung heavy crossbow niya para lang makatakas doon. Pero Burmese Ghouls, hindi pa rin sila nawawalan sa tempo, no? Kumbaga, nagpo-push na rin sila sa side habang ang Nightmare Esports, alam nila na kaya nila pumalag sa mga clashes, and that's exactly what they're doing. One tower down on the bottom side for Burmese Ghouls, the first one that they've taken down, and Nightmare Esports hindi rin magpapatalo. Kukunin rin nila itong second tier sa top side.
Actually, that combination coming in from Nightmare Esports, it is so good. Fatal Links onto 2, bagsakan mo ng feathered airstrike. That means it's gonna be an AoE wombo combo that the Nightmare Esports want. And Burmese Ghouls, they need to rely towards the pick-off. Kailangan nila isa-isahin yung mga miyembro ng Nightmare Esports. And there you go, there you have it, another Fatal Link that's been casted. Oh my! They're just eliminating Burmese Ghouls one by one. Lexi committed. The Detonus welcome already. Kami takes care of Shadow. Nasa na ang damage dealer? Blink, Lina, and Stitch. They're alive, but they can still contest. They got Soul. Okay, that's the trade that they want to, but the lore is gonna be on
Walang
the side
retry
of
holder.
Nightmare Esports, and Lexi secured it.
Ayan na nga, nahatak rin dito si Jack sa double kill for Lina. Yung kinukulang talaga dito ng Burmese Ghouls is kaya naman talaga nila pumalag. Pero yung nagiging mahirap para sa kanila, wala silang AoE magic damage katulad ng Nightmare Esports in the form of the Karsa na talagang abot na abot yung likod dito. Melee heroes yung mga members dito ng Burmese Ghouls, 4 of them actually. Isama mo lang din dito si Kami, pero si Stitch rather. Pero yung mahirap dito for Burmese Ghouls is yung pwestuhan ni Soso. Yung mga setups rin dito ni Jasmine. Pero this time, kontrolado naman ng Burmese Ghouls kasi inuunahan na siya dito ni Blake ng flicker at
ayun, nag-flicker out si Burger King. But let's see kung anong nangyari dito. Look at that Stitch! takes care of Jasmine. That's a good initiation. But right now, Soul trying to at least deal a lot of damage, AoE damage from afar, just to create some space for Kami para ma-take down niya yung turret. And now, mabilis ang rotation. They're gonna be aiming towards the top lane. I thought they're gonna go mid, but they're gonna escort the Lord towards the turret. As I can see right now, Nightmare Esports, they are gonna go and apply so much pressure towards the Burmese goals, and all that's left for them is the inhibitor turret. They just need to at least deal a lot of damage. Burger King, kung nandiyan ka na, pakigalaw ng baso.
Ayan na, nakagalaw na ng baso. Ayan, rinig ko na rin yung mga karaoke sa kabilang side kasi malapit na rin talaga yung Pasko, no? Pero ayun lang nga, sasabihin ko sana doon, inuunahan dito ng Flicker Divine Judgment ni Blink. Yun yung last kong sinabi. May mga second tier towers pa yata doon yung Burmese Ghouls, pero medyo na-disconnect lang ako for a while at inhibitors na lang pala yung natira dito for Burmese Ghouls. At yung sinasabi ko nga kanina dito, Vinci, hindi ko lang alam kung agree ka dito, kulang talaga ng AoE dito yung Burmese Ghouls. Kasi dami pang crowd control dito sa Nightmare. May mga concealed play na ginagawa dito si Jasmine. Inuunahan siya dito ni Blink. At ngayon, kung maunahan naman niya si Blink dito with the Fatal Links, makakuha lang ng magandang pwesto dito si Kami and si Soul para makadish out ng damage with their skills. But here comes the Lord. Importante ito for Nightmare Esports to push forward. Pero Burmese Ghouls, naghahanap sila kung nasaan na ba yung Nightmare Esports. Nakatago sila sa mapa ngayon. Medyo tahimik lang Tahimik bago Pasko. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, walang ganyan walang tahimik Rinig ko na yung karaoke. Pero now, Burmese Ghouls, they need to answer out to this. Yung mga ginagawa ng Nightmare Esports, kailangan may manghuli sa likod dito ngayon. And Shadow, siya na lang muna yung magpapakita dito.
Actually, yung Shadow, na dapat sa maliwanag lang siya lalabas. The Shadow here is very, very confident to at least go in front. The Burmese Ghouls now almost setting up a lot of ambush, but sabi ng Nightmare Esports, forget it. The Lord is up, kunin natin yung objective, mahirapan pa natin yung Burmese Ghouls because we just need to take care of the inhibitors. Ayun na lang ang problema natin, hindi natin ma-open up yung base, but here comes the poke play coming in from the members of the Burmese Ghouls. Their aim is to reset the Lord or probably contest and steal this one. Here comes Atlas, Jasmine, nakita si Lina, nakatakas sa bagya, good James, commitments. Ito na si Shadow receiving tons of damage. Lexi is there, hindi niya alam kung ano yung priority kung tatapakan niya sa Fatal Links. Very, very fatal. Stitch gets one. Shadow taking the fall. Kami gets one. Stitch gets the double. Anong nangyayari dito? Sino nakakuha ng Lord? It's still Lexi. Pero yung Lord natin dito, tutumba na. Kami gets triple. Blink and Akai. Nico has been taken out. Lina is the only survivor. What are they gonna do? I forget Stitch. Nandito pa pala si Stitch, but he chose the safest route possible. The Lord. Now, barging towards the mid. Tatlo ang mag-e-escort. Eto na ang Barangay Tanod. Nagsumbong na ang Nightmare Esports. Nireport nila ang Burmese Ghouls. Doon daw sa bahay ng Burmese Ghouls, may nagkakaraoke ng malakas.
Nako, yung Burmese Ghouls na kanina, naghahanap ng handaan, pero ito na rin, hinatak na papasok dito si Lexi sa base, pero medyo makunat siya. Ang sakit na rin ng damage dito ng Feather Strike. Si Kami makakapit na naman. Here comes the heavy speed from Nico onto Lexi. Hindi rin talaga kinaya. May Fatal Links pa dito from Jasmine. It's a killing spree for Lina. Pero nako, humahampas na sa base. Konti na lang talaga. And Kami, siya yung magtatangke ng tower. And Nightmare Esports will equalize the